I created an Illusionist Controller who is actually the long-lost Agent 8. This is Mirage.
The curtain rises and the illusion begins.
Mirage's signature ability is called Curtain Call. When you activate it, Mirage opens a tactical map. On the map, you select 2 points, and after confirming, 2 drones fly those locations. When they arrive, they project a holographic theater curtain between them. Visually, it's a red stage curtain, and the animation is completely different from other controller walls. For example, abilities like Viper or Harbor walls simply rise from one point and extend outward. But the Mirage wall behaves like a real theater curtain. 2 drones send holographic fabric toward each other, and the curtain connects in the middle. The curtain blocks vision only, just like other controller walls, and it stays active for 15 seconds, with a maximum length similar to Harbor's wall. So far, it sounds like a normal vision blocking wall, right? But here's where Mirage Illusionist theme comes in. While the curtain is active, Mirage can recast the ability. When you do this, the wall's remaining duration immediately drops to 2 seconds, no matter how much time was left, but it activates a special mechanic. First, the curtain shows a 1-second warning animation, giving enemies a chance to reposition. Then, the wall becomes an illusion. For the next 2 seconds, the curtain is visible only to enemies. Mirage and his team see nothing. This means if an enemy is hiding behind the curtain, you can suddenly see them clearly, while they still think the wall is blocking their vision. The illusion tricks enemies into feeling safe when they actually are not. However, if the curtain has less than 3 seconds remaining, you can't activate this effect. Mirage starts with 1 charge, and the ability recharges after 40 seconds. Mirage's Q ability is called Stand-In. When used, Mirage throws a small light-shaped device forward. The range is similar to Cypher's cage, so it can't be thrown very far. Once the device lands, it becomes invisible and projects a holographic clone of Mirage above it. The clone looks exactly like the Mirage, similar to yours clone, but this one doesn't move and it cannot be destroyed. Instead, it constantly scans 360 degrees within a 25-meter radius. The moment an enemy enters its line of sight, the clone begins shooting at him. But here's a twist: the bullets are fake, they deal no damage. Mirage is a controller-initiator hybrid, so this ability is designed purely for information. If the clone suddenly starts shooting in a direction, you immediately know someone is there. The clone always targets the closest enemy in its line of sight, even if multiple enemies are visible. But just like a curtain call, this ability also has a recast mechanic. When you recast it, the clone remaining duration drops to 2 seconds, again with a 1-second warning animation. During this moment, Mirage connects his vision with the clone. For 2 seconds, Mirage can see through the clone's eyes. You can't move the clone, but you can look around and control its fake shooting. Meanwhile, your real body stays completely vulnerable. After the 2 seconds end, the clone disappears and your vision returns to normal. Mirage has 1 charge of Stand-In. Mirage's C ability is called Spotlight. When activated, Mirage equips a floating spotlight device. A circular light indicator appears in front of him, showing where the spotlight will land. Holding left click moves the light forward up to 50 meters, while right click pulls it closer. Once you confirm the position, the spotlight flies above Mirage and deploys a spherical holographic smoke shaped like a theater curtain. The smoke blocks vision only and lasts 19 seconds, similar to Brimstone's smokes. But Mirage adds his own illusion twist. Inside the smoke, a clone of Mirage appears, standing still in the center. If an enemy enters the smoke, the clone begins shooting fake bullets at them, again dealing no damage but revealing their presence. The clone itself cannot be destroyed, but the spotlight device can be destroyed, which will end both the smoke and the clone early. And just like the Mirage other abilities, recasting triggers a special mechanic. The smoke drops to 2 seconds remaining, shows a 1-second warning animation, and then reveals and marks all the enemies inside the smoke for those final 2 seconds. Mirage has 1 charge of Spotlight. Mirage's ultimate ability is called Final Act. When activated, Mirage deploys a special 3D printer-like device on the ground. The device creates a 32.5 meter radius, similar to Killjoy's lockdown. But the wind-up time is shorter, 5 seconds. After the wind-up finishes, the device scans the area and detects how many enemies were inside the range. Then it creates the same number of VeriMasks. Drones spawn from the device, each carrying one mask. Every drone begins chasing a specific enemy detected during the scan. The drones are smaller, faster, and have double HP of Sky Seekers, but they can still be destroyed. If a drone reaches its target and successfully attaches the mask to the enemy's face, the enemy becomes happy. And this is where things get disturbing. For 10 seconds, the enemy begins seeing a completely fake reality. Their health appears as a 100 HP with 50 shield. Even if they are one bullet away from death, their ammo always look full, even if they only have one bullet left. On the HUD, all their enemies appear dead, while all their teammates appear alive. But the illusion goes even further. If some of their teammates are already dead, the affected player will actually see fake versions of those teammates walking around them. Mirage and his team can't see these illusions, only the affected players see them. The enemy feels safe, confident, happy, but everything they see is a lie. And this raises the important question: what exactly is this VeriMask? And how did Mirage create something so powerful? To understand that, we need to look at his story and how he became the mysterious Agent 8. Mirage, whose real name is Lorenzo Bellandi, was once a famous stage manager in Italy. The theater was his entire life, but the most important person in that theater was Clara, an actress Lorenzo deeply loved. One day, Clara died in a tragic car accident. Lorenzo was devastated. He missed her so much that he eventually created his greatest invention, the VeriMask. When he wore it, the mask connected directly to his mind, and suddenly, Clara was alive again. He could see her, talk to her, live with her. Through the mask, Lorenzo created a perfect reality where Clara never died. In that world, he was finally happy, and soon that happiness became an obsession. Lorenzo stopped trusting real actors. Instead, he replaced them with holographic clones he programmed himself, performers that never made mistakes. Eventually, he began mass-producing the VeriMask and selling it around the world. Millions of people bought it, but the masks had dangerous side effects. People became addicted to their fake happiness. Many lost their grip on reality. The Italian government banned the mask and shut down Lorenzo's operation. They even confiscated the mask Lorenzo had been wearing for years. Forced back into reality, Lorenzo lost Clara all over again. Without her, life felt meaningless. Unable to rebuild the mask, constantly watched by authorities, Lorenzo slowly lost his mind. He stopped sleeping. He stopped eating. Eventually, he climbed to the top of a building, ready to end his life. But as he fell, a hand grabbed him. It was Brimstone. Brimstone had been watching Lorenzo for a long time. He saw the potential in his inventions. So he saved him and brought him to the Valorant Protocol. With help from specialists, Lorenzo spent years in psychological therapy. The damage caused by the VeriMask was deep. Even without it, Lorenzo kept seeing hallucinations of Clara. But slowly, he recovered. He learned to live without the mask, without the illusions, and eventually he chose to use inventions not to escape reality, but to fight for it. Brimstone had already prepared a locker for him, because from the beginning, he believed Lorenzo would become the agent the protocol was missing, the one that had been waiting to join them, the long-lost Agent 8. Huge thanks to Bogart for collaborating with me and drawing Mirage. Make sure to check out their Instagram and X, links in the description. So that's Mirage. What do you think about his abilities? Would Mirage be weak, overpowered, or balanced in Valorant? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoy agent concepts like this, make sure to subscribe for more. Also check out this playlist here to discover all my agent concepts.